Welcome back, everybody, to Elite Start Training, and we're going to continue our track awareness module within our basic search operations program by looking at some of those introductory concepts of tracking, some things that we need to understand as we start into this journey of tracking. The most fundamental concept of tracking to understand is understanding the relationship between sign and another crucial term, baseline. Whenever we say sign, we're talking about any evidence of change from the naturally occurring undisturbed environment, which is what we call the baseline, that is inflicted by a creature's passage. And again, a baseline this is the naturally occurring undisturbed environment. It's the ground cover or other medium that, when disturbed, can show a track. Okay, this is very fundamental, and we need to understand this relationships. You cannot move anywhere on this earth without leaving some sort of sign. Every step you take, even on hard surfaces, you leave behind some detectable level of sign. Just as an example, you sitting in your chair right now watching this video, you are emitting scent that a canine can follow. That is sign as well. Every time you get up, you put your hand on the table to help yourself up, you're leaving sign behind. Every step you take, you're doing something to the surface. It may not be detectable by the naked eye, but it is something that is there to be detected. Okay, so that's the understand that you cannot do anything without leaving some sort of sign. So that's a concept that we need to put away right away. Let's take a look at this photograph here, for example. What you see here is what I would consider baseline. We have some ground cover here with some twigs. It looks like the ground is, got some kind of crumbly texture to it. There's a few flower petals sitting in it. So this is what the undisturbed environment looks like. And now this is what it looks like with sign in the middle of it. Okay, I'll go back real quick here. This is what the baseline looked like. And now this is what sign is going to look like in the same spot. Now all of a sudden you can see, let me get my pen out here, all of a sudden now you can see there's flattened areas. And there's flattened areas in here. You can draw your way around, and you can actually see the outline of a track here. Okay, and then in the inside we can see the lugs. We can see where some of the material has been disturbed. We can see little gaps behind the gravel, the rock, and the soil that's in here. We can see some gaps laying behind it, indicating that something has pushed that forward. So this is understanding, again, the relationship between sign and the baseline. We'll run through it again. Baseline here, sign here. Okay? Again, baseline versus sign. The photograph on the left, we have the twig, the small little branch of the bush here, standing upright, and over to the right you can see where it's been bent, where it's been snapped. Something caused that to happen. It did not naturally happen on its own. So this is baseline versus sign. Again, with this blade of grass, very close-up zoom on the blade of grass, but we can see here where the grass has been creased in two areas. And we can see one, it's fairly straight. Okay, something caused that to happen. Something pinched that and forced that to happen. Baseline versus sign. We have some leaf litter here. We have some leaf litter where we have over here to the left, if we follow this down, undisturbed. Follow this down to the right, undisturbed. The area in the middle, we can see where it's been disturbed. We can see where it's been disturbed walking through there. Baseline on either side, sign in the middle. Very short module here, but this helps us lay the groundwork for the next module. So stay tuned, and we will start to dive into the characteristics of tracks next.